Good morning, everyone. I wanted to make this as a follow-up video from yesterday. I was sharing about how I got so expended that in my humanity, in my heart, I felt like I didn't want to give anymore. And this is a culmination of so many years in ministry and pouring out, and God brings his people home to Israel to serve the body of Messiah and those who have not yet called upon the name of the Lord. And after I was sharing this and saying, don't be ashamed. Yeah, it's not God's will for us to be in a place where we're stuck and we're not giving. It's his language to give. But we have to go through the process and we have to let God into our journey because he's the one who has all the answers. We have to tell our truth to God if we want to be healed. We have to say the truth. He knows, but we have to come to the realization of it. So after I left that message, then I had another breakthrough that it's not just only solely in my humanity that I felt that way, but it's the battle over my life because I am a natural lover and giver. So when we realize that it's the enemy bombarding us with thoughts, wanting to put us in a place where we don't want to love because we're so expended and our love tanks have become empty, not because of God, but because we're not receiving from others. Ministry is something else. Relationships is another story. That's where we need to be giving and receiving. And so when we see the spiritual battle, that it's the enemy coming against us that doesn't want us to love, because that's God's language. That is our witness here on earth, to love with God's love. Everything shifts, everything changes when we realize it's not just something going on in our humanity, but it's the enemy of our soul coming against us, trying to feed us lies and trying to get us to stop loving. And so that's another breakthrough. But the point is, as long as I'm in this sinful nature, which is not being transformed into anything on this side of heaven, all I can do is to be aware, to be as wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, as the scripture admonishes us, to keep surrendering and submitting the sinful nature to the Spirit of the living God that lives and breathes and has his being within me. But we've got to go through the process because we're not just spirit and we're not only human, we're both. And so life will always be challenging as long as we're alive in this world. So what are we going to do with those challenges? Let's let those challenges be a benefit in our lives. That's the pruning. But we have to face it. We have to tell the truth to God if we want to receive the healing and the breakthroughs. God bless you from the Galilee mountains.